What is going on, guys? This is Richie here from the Red Planet Films, bringing you my movie review for Neighbors 2, Sorority Rising, starring Seth Rogen and Zac Efron. Now, this movie, going into it, I wasn't quite sure what I was expecting. When it was first announced, I don't want to say agitated, but a little bit annoyed, actually, because the first installment of Neighbors was actually surprisingly funny. I really enjoyed it, and I walked away from that movie with a different sort of impression from Zac Efron. We know him from High School Musical and stuff like that, so I really didn't think much of the guy, to be honest, if I'm speaking the truth. And after I saw that movie, I was like, wow, this guy's really hilarious. Like, I'd love to see him in more stuff. I believe maybe it was like a couple months or maybe like a year after that movie had came out, they announced that they were working on a sequel, so I was like, oh no, like now it's going to ruin it, blah, 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 whatever. But as the movie started approaching its release date, it started actually getting quite a lot of good feedback and reviews, and a lot of people were saying that it was actually much better than the first one. So I was saying to myself, wow, like, now I actually have to go check this out. So I went with a good friend of mine last night to go see it. My God, this movie was hysterical from literally start to finish. It was hilarious. We had, Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne. They're pretty funny with each other. Rose Byrne, she was most recently in the Insidious films and whatnot. So I don't know, just to kind of see her tackling comedy, it was surprising for me, at least with the first Neighbors film. So in this one, I was kind of expecting to see what they would have her do and stuff like that. And her and Seth Rogen, some of the stuff that they do with each other, it's hilarious. It's pretty funny. So then, once the movie sets up this whole sorority that it's this whole uprising of the sorority, because it's just these three frat girls. All they want to do is party and not repeat what happened to them in high school and be completely total losers. So they make their own sorority. They rent the house that was the setting from the first one, from Zac Efron's sort of frat buddies and stuff like that. They rent that same house next to Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne's character. So they're like, oh no, now we gotta deal with this stuff all over again. So it's just this all-out war. Zac Efron at one point befriends the sorority and tries to take them all under his wing, because since he was already been there, done that type situation. So then they kick him out, and then he's like, oh no, now I want revenge, blah blah blah. So he sides with the old people and takes the side of Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne and their friends. So it's this whole just big mess of them just trying to foil the sorority before blah 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 whatever. And the reason why they're trying to take them down is because Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne, they're trying to sell the house that they live in, and they're in escrow, so they have to wait X amount of days. Once their X amount of days are over, then the house can be sold. So they don't want the buyers to change their mind, because there's this whole sorority that just moved in and they're partying every single friggin' day. So a whole bunch of crazy antics just ensue, and it's hysterical. Chloe Grace Moretz, who is the sort of like the leader of this sorority that comes up, she was hysterical. I felt like it was a bit out of her comfort zone, because you don't really kind of, at least for me, I don't quite see her to be, she's typecast in a way, you know what I mean? She does a lot more serious type films and stuff like that, and more like teen drama oriented type things, if that even really makes sense. This girl's been acting since she was like this little and stuff like that. So to see her at a bit much more of a mature age and stuff like that, tackling this sort of role, it was quite hysterical. And she held her own. She did a pretty funny, pretty good job, as well as her two buddies. I'm not sure what their names are, but they did a great job. And if there's one thing I have to complain about, and it's kind of odd to complain about too, I kind of wanted more Zac Efron. I feel like we didn't get as much of him. I think he was much more better in this movie too. As a matter of fact, I do think this movie was a lot better than the first one. If you haven't seen the first one, definitely check it out. And then I highly recommend you go and check out the second one, because it's hysterical, to be quite honest with you. I enjoyed every moment of it. So overall, if I had to give Neighbors 2 Sorority Rising a grade, I would probably give it about A-, B+. We'll go with, we'll go with an A-. Why not? It was funny. I really enjoyed it. It was a great time at the movies. It was a good comedy, and there's at least in my opinion, I don't really remember like the last good comedy that I've seen, especially in the theater. Everybody in the theater was literally laughing out loud, as well as my friend and I. I had a good time. I wouldn't mind seeing this movie again. It was pretty funny. So if you guys have seen this movie, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys thought of it, if you thought it was better than the first one, or if you still think the first one was better. I know you guys thought of Seth Rogen, Rose Byrne, Chloe Grace Moretz, Zac Efron. Like this video. Let's try and get it to maybe at least 5 likes. Favorite this video, share with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, whatever social media platform that you guys use, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button so you can be notified in your sub box whenever we upload a new video. And we also have our Arrow fan film still coming up soon, which we dropped the trailer for. If you guys are interested in seeing the trailer, I will leave it in the description box down below. We also have a gaming channel, which is about like 219 subscribers as of this recording. So if you guys are interested in gaming, I will leave the link to that in the description box as well, and our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram if you guys want to go follow that and like that and all that good stuff. So anyways, I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.